Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the final episode of this edition of the Game of the Week. Coming at you one last time with Alexander on the Domination, and we have accelerated so quickly that I have a chance to beat my all-time Domination on Deity record for speed, despite it being a standard-sized map with 8 total civs. My last record was 162 turns, and that was on a Pangaea with 6 opponents. So if I can get this complete in the next 2 turns, I will break my record, and it will be on an 8. So, what? Now, the big key here is going to be if we can get this in 2 turns. This is definitely gone next turn. These guys will become full health. The problem is that the battering ram is too far away to get there. So it's whether or not the tank core, because this isn't a core here. I don't have enough units down here. I might not be able to do it. I wish I had this guy over there. I didn't really need to be here. I could have had this tank core over here. If I had 2 tank cores over here, it'd be a ball game. I just don't know if it's going to be enough to take down the walls without the battering ram. Yeah. We almost took the city without killing the walls. Doesn't really matter at this point, I don't think. It's so funny, it just makes no difference what I choose. Okay, so let's go ahead and declare a surprise war. They'll be in position. Put him there. That battering ram's too far out. So it's all going to be about whether or not we can take down these walls and finish the city off in 2 turns without a battering ram, because the battering ram's just not going to get there in time. Stupid slope. Hey, Herp, what's up? Oh, this guy has the ability to attack. Oh, there you go. Forgot that guy has the ability to attack twice in the same turn. We'll keep it. That'll keep with our theme of having 3 cities from each civilization. Buy all kinds of things for these people so that they understand that I'm such a benevolent leader. Build them a temple. Just the wonderful kind of guy that I am. Only because it was part of the plan. Everyone's watching this right now on YouTube like, why doesn't he just end this damn thing? You're dead already, man. It's over. Look at the cross moment. That thing was on. That barb hut got loose like 4 different ways from Sunday. You are going to counter spy in the compass. Oh, yeah. What? Oh. Yeah, it's not going to be enough without the, It's not going to be enough, and it's going to take, I think I'm going to tie my old record. It's just not going to be enough. My old record is 162. Oh, I'm going to beat 165. Ain't no doubt about that, son. Yeah. My hope was I could get 161, but without the battering ram, it just... this city here is just not going to go down in time. Without the battering ram, its next turn is not going to be anywhere near done. If the battering ram was there, I might have been... I probably would have. The battering ram was there, the walls would have been gone with 1 hit from this tank core. Then we would have gone hit, hit. It would have been really, really low, and then next turn it would have been gone. But the battering ram was just not there. Just wasn't in the cards. Yeah. Yeah, no, it'll be over. Once the, with the battering ram there, it'll be over. Then 162. What is happening here? Whatever. For the memes! Let's go ahead and shift enter. Shift enter that.
Astronomy's much more ballet projects a fragile.
Oh no, they took my battering ram! Those sons of bitches. Dude. They took my battering ram. That's going to cost me a turn. Maybe not. I don't know. Hard to say. It's going to be close. It might cost me a turn. Rip the battering ram, dude. Yet another great merchant. It depends on what you're trying to do. I don't ever use the siege tower. I always use the battering ram. Battering ram won't go closer, right? No. Yeah, the battering ram essentially makes it so that all of your attack goes towards hitting the walls themselves. So that's why when you have a battering ram next to the city, like the walls go way down, but the health of the city doesn't go down at all. And then if you're attacking the city with the walls up with no battering ram, like you can see me doing there the last couple of times there in that southern city, it was taking more health away from the city than it was the walls. So the walls were stopping me somewhat, but because I was so powerful, I was taking the city out anyway. So the battering ram takes down the helps you take down the walls at 100% of your power. That's why you saw me like when I had a tank and the battering ram. The tank would just all the power would go towards taking down the walls, so the walls would just disappear instead of doing like some on both. Because you can see here, without a battering ram, I'm taking down the walls pretty quick, but I'm also, a lot of my strength is actually going towards taking the city down as well. If I had the battering ram, the walls have been gone with one hit. And then the siege tower is, I don't know if it's 100% or not, but the siege tower, essentially what it does is it allows your units to ignore the walls. So it'll have, I don't know if it's 100% or a larger proportion, because I never use it. When you hit, if the siege tower is next to the city, when you hit the city, it'll ignore the walls completely and just take damage off of the city itself. But in that case, the walls are still up and they can still shoot you. That's why I prefer to have the walls up, especially when the opposing city has really strong walls, like walls that will do a lot of damage to my units. If the units will do a lot of, if the walls will do a lot of damage to my specific units that I have in the field at the time, then I will do whatever I can to take the walls down so you don't have to take the damage. That makes sense. Oh shoot, I should have moved this unit out of the way first and then bought the artillery, so I would have bought it there. Rip that idea. Well, siege tower. It's just you wouldn't need both, right? One is just to. One's to take down the walls, and one's to ignore the walls, essentially.
I saw a bank that said 20.
Absolutely bananas how many units that thing's spitting out. Absolutely bananas. Alright, let's get down to the $24,000 question here. Can we, or can we not, tie our record? Oh, it's even stronger now they put a knight in.
Face may change throughout the ages.
We tied it.
History is written from the hand of the victor. By your actions this day, you ensure our people a glorious tomorrow.
GG's. Jackie Lynn, how are you? So, there you have it, folks. All the fun and all the things and all the stuff that we did right there is all about. Our culture took off there when we pushed towards, right here I gotta push towards, getting cores. So I started just focusing culture and really took off. Hero score per turn, of course, we took off. In any domination game, your numbers are just going to take off because you're taking over everybody else's cities, isn't that right? Goal balance ran high all the way. And score, of course, we took off as well. So, big time. Ranking, not bad. 1142. Again, your score is going to go way up because you're taking so many cities. By the end, you've got 15, 20 cities or whatever. So, you're going to have a high score one way or another. So there you go. Wowie, wow. Yes, so you can hit exclamation point GOTW for the Game of the Week settings. This is a standard map, standard map size, all standard conditions, Deity difficulty, and 8 total civs, 7 opposing civilizations. You can even have the game seeds there if you want to try it out yourself. That was tied for my best domination victory of all time. But the previous record was set on a small map with 6 civilizations instead of standard with 8. So I would say that's a new record. And it was a lot of fun. It was interesting, just to sum up real quick. At the beginning of the game, we were a little bit slow, or it felt like it was slow anyway. Because I really wanted to get my campus up there in that one city, but then I wanted to get my barracks up, or my encampments and my special barracks up so that I could start to spit out the units. And then I spammed those warriors, got the gold together, upgraded them all into the Hypaspists, because my main goal at the beginning was to make sure that those units became relevant and that we could get the second promotion, which gives +1 movement, and the generals, which give +1 movement. So I would have melee units that have 4 movement strength, and that would allow them to become a big part of the game, instead of just relying on the cavalry units. And I think that we learned that that's actually a big difference, because the cavalry units are great because they have so much movement speed, and they're also very strong. But if you use those, like the musketmen really did very well for us in that right in the middle of the game there, when we needed that strength to take out a couple cities, because my knights were kind of like good, but the musketmen just ran them over. Especially against, I believe it was Cleopatra. Those came in very handy. The musketmen were very strong right through to the end of the game, actually. Eventually, the tanks were the OPs, but yeah, no, I felt like that was a very good learning experience as far as figuring out a way to get those melee units into the domination game, and it was a good lesson to learn for the next time we try a domination game with somebody different. And Alexander, of course, is very strong. It's going to be hard to beat any speed that you spent with Alexander. But that was a lot of fun. We were able to learn some things and have a good time on that run. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope you guys did too. I really do appreciate you joining me. YouTube has been taking off with all the support, and I really do enjoy it. I love hanging out on YouTube and answering questions with people, and it means a lot to see people engaging in the series and enjoying the content. So thank you very much for the support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if any of those things appeal to you at all. And we'll see you next time on the Game of the Week. Bye-bye.